Hi, and thanks for taking a few minutes to view this video. We are an interactive Regents-based mathematics website created by current New York State math teachers. We specialize in Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2. We have tens of thousands of Regents-level questions, each categorized to allow for easy locating of desired topics. While there are many math sites available, we are one of the very few that have video solutions for every question and concise video lessons for every topic in the curriculum. A student can choose a question, answer that question, told if their answer is correct or incorrect, and they can view a solution to that question, a full video solution, or if they really have trouble with that particular topic, they can view a complete lesson on that particular topic. So it's a great way for students to get instant remediation for all topics in the curriculum. Mathrightnow is also a wonderful tool to assist teachers in their instruction and assessment. Teachers can quickly create their classes, invite their students to join the class, and easily create practice sets and assessments for them to work on. When creating a practice set or assessment, teachers have many options to choose from. We have a bunch of options here that you can pick from, and one of our new options is teachers can now have students upload the solutions to their free response questions, and they'll be sent right to the Mathrightnow teacher dashboard, which we'll show you a bit later. You can also assign individual points for the questions, so if you want to have some questions worth more points than others, you can easily do that. We have some other features, such as allowing you to scramble questions so that each student receives questions in a different order. And also you can determine or decide when you want the students to see the solution, either before they answer the question or after they answer the question, or perhaps not at all. So there are a bunch of different options you can do to construct your assessment. Once you have selected your start, end date, and any of the features you want in your assessment, you're ready to choose the class that you'd like to send the assessment to. So you'll have a number of classes, whichever ones you set up, and just click the class or classes you want to send the assignment to, and submit. Now you're ready to choose the questions. The questions are very easy to locate. Simply pick the branch you're interested in, here Algebra 2, the topic that you'd like to choose the questions from. Let's say we have topic B, and you'll get the individual concepts within that major topic. So you can just click the concept, and you can scroll through those questions rather easily, either by using the arrow or by just clicking on a question in the data bank here. And once you find a question you like, you simply insert it. And if you chose the option of setting points, you can simply click in the box and assign a point value to those questions. So let's say I want to make multiple choice 4 points. Notice the multiple choices are labeled MC. So if I want that one, I can click it and just set points. It's going to continue with the 4 points until I've changed it. And if you want some kind of, let's say, free response question or fill in, we can click on that and simply enter that as well. And if I want to make that more points or a different number of points, I can simply select what I like and set the number of points. Of course, you can also go to a different concept within that same assessment, anything you like, and pick different types of questions. So here we have some questions as well. Questions with a P designation are a proof type question or a free response. So these are questions that require work. So if we click on one of those, we can insert that. And let's say we're going to make that worth 10 points. We'll set points. And now we have a 10-point question. Those questions will be answered by the student and then sent or uploaded to the teacher, who will then be able to grade that type of question. Once you're happy with your assessment, you can simply click Assign to Students, and those questions will be sent to the student. Once the students have completed their assignment, teachers can view the results of that assignment to do a quick error analysis. They'll get the result, the score of that assessment. They can even see how the students answered each question. So if there's a question that has a particularly large number of wrong responses, the teacher can certainly go back to that question, simply click on that ID number, and the question will appear. And the teacher can quickly review that question with their students. We are also happy to announce our newest feature, which allows students to upload their free response solutions directly to the Mathrightnow portal, which will allow for easy grading by the teacher. For example, in that teacher's view, let's say we have 4 3-point questions and a single 8-point question. The teacher simply clicks the Add Score tab, views the solution of the student, and assigns it the appropriate grade. They submit that grade, and now that student has a completed grade for that assessment. You'll get the total number of points as well as the percentage. So it's a very easy way for teachers to avoid having to collect solutions, but rather electronically grade them very quickly. In addition, students can use our student portal to create their own practice sets from the hundreds of topics in the curriculum and get outstanding Regents review as well. Students simply choose the class they're in. They can scroll through the many topics and concepts we offer, selecting the ones they want. They can either watch a lesson, a full lesson on that particular concept, or create a practice set from that concept, or perhaps if they like to choose multiple concepts to prepare for an assessment. They can then choose the difficulty levels and simply enter the number of questions they'd like to try. They can then try each individual question, answering each question, and then certainly watching a solution to each question that they'd like to view the solution of, especially if they get that question wrong. They'll see a full solution. They can also view questions that are similar to that question that they just viewed by clicking the View Similar button, and they'll get some questions that are similar in nature to that first question. We also offer plenty of options for Regents review. Students can pick a particular Regents that they like. For example, if they're in Algebra 2, they can simply scroll to Algebra 2 and choose any past Algebra 2 Regents. And they can go to any particular question on that Regents to view that question and its solution. We want to find the focus of the parabola given the equation. They can also review for the Regents by choosing our Regents Review by Section option. Here, students can pick the part of the Regents that they'd like to practice, either Part 1 multiple choice questions, Part 2 fill-in questions, Part 3 free response 4-point questions, or Part 4 free response questions. So if a student wants to focus on the longer free response questions, they can simply click on that, create a practice, and once again select how many they'd like to try. And the site will pull only those types of questions from past Regents exams. They can then try the question, and as always, watch the solution that follows. Finally, even students whose teachers decide not to use our program will still have full use of our site through a school code that will be supplied upon a subscription by the district. Students would simply click the Register button and click the Student Register. They can complete the registration form and simply enter the code provided by the school district. They can then click Register, and they now have a full individual account to our website. At this point, they can create new practice, select their classes, and do unlimited review. If at any point their teacher decides at a later date to use our program, they would simply click the Register for Teachers class, and then they would have access to all the assessments and assignments created by their teacher. Thanks again for taking the time to view this demo. We are happy to announce that for the next 2 weeks, we are offering a free full-year subscription to any interested teachers and their colleagues. If you would like a free account, please contact us and we will set it up for you. You will have free use for you and your students for the entire 2022-2023 school year with no obligation for a future paid account. We'd also be happy to provide you with free Zoom support, if desired, to get you started. Thanks again and enjoy the rest of the summer.